What gameplay style should be in the next mainline Sonic game? Let's find out in this video. Hey, yo, what up? TOG Allen here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about what gameplay style should be in the next mainline Sonic game. The two gameplay styles that I'm referring to is the adventure gameplay and the boost gameplay. I've gathered some thoughts for each of the gameplay styles as well as talk about what can Sonic's team do to improve and evolve from them. This is something that I thought would be cool to make a video on because I really enjoy both the adventure and boost gameplay, and it would be interesting to talk about each of them individually and then conclude with my answer. But with that being said, let's speed into this. Sonic Adventure introduced this type of gameplay to where you play as Sonic and other characters in hub worlds and levels with their set of different abilities. For instance, Sonic can spin dash and homing attack enemies, whereas Tails can fly past certain parts of a level. It transfers their gameplay styles from the classic games but into the third dimension. It's very compelling in my opinion. In both Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2, I'm glad to say that the control of the characters feels very impressive. These characters have weight and it makes them very fun to play. For improvements, I think the characters should do more unique skills in gameplay that we see them do in cutscenes, like Sonic jumping from building to building without using any jump pads, or like Shadow using Chaos Control to teleport certain areas that he can't reach. It would push the gameplay to its limits with the amount of potential it has to have players enjoy a lot more and encourage them to replay stages over and over again, to find hidden collectibles or secret areas to explore. So overall, I love this gameplay style, but I still have the boost gameplay to go over, so let's get into it. Sonic Rush was the first game to introduce the boost gameplay in 2D. However, Sonic Unleashed is the first 3D game that has the boost. With the boost gameplay, Sonic goes through somewhat linear stages and uses the boost to traverse into levels at fast speed. Alongside boosting, Sonic can drift, quick step, stop, and air dash to get through certain obstacles that comes his way. I really enjoy this gameplay because it's basically based on timing for what's up ahead compared to in the adventure games, to where you can take your time to do certain actions. For example, in Sonic Generations you have to quick step from bumping into walls and top run, or get to another alternate path by jumping into boosting to the ring in time. I also like the feeling of speed with the boost. Sonic is all about the fastest thing alive. It's great to see Sonic rampaging into robots and getting to the end of the goal with the fastest time as possible. I know a lot of people say it's boost to win, but honestly, I disagree. Like I said, there are different actions that you're going to perform in order to either speedrun a level or if there's platforming involved. However, I would really wish that Sonic doesn't control that stick. Sonic can barely make a 90-degree turn. I understand why, because he's mostly moving forward, but it would be nice if Sonic controls so fluently for certain areas. Another thing it can improve on is if Sonic can still keep his momentum after homing attacking on enemies. See, when Sonic homing attacks on an enemy, his momentum is gone. Now granted, you can stop and boost to gain speed, but what about in the air? And again, you can air boost, but it doesn't send you that far. I think if some stages were a bit big and have hazards to avoid, like big gaps or even taking advantage to reach another path, then it would be something interesting to add to the gameplay. So overall, this is another gameplay that I am fond with. But the question still remains, which gameplay style should be in the next mainline Sonic game? Well, let's find out. What gameplay style should be in the next mainline Sonic game? Honestly, I truly think that the next gameplay style should be the adventure style. Why? Well, even though as I stated that I really like the boost formula, I think it's time to move on and go back to the adventure style. Since the last game with the boost formula was Sonic Forces, and it didn't pay off well in my opinion. I know that Sega and Sonic Team have no interest bringing back other characters and make them playable, but most fans want to play as Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Silver, etc. It's been so long, and I think now it's time to just please the fans. It may didn't execute it well in Sonic 06, but that was in the past. If they can take their time to create a world to explore, have creative and diverting level designs, and make the characters feel so unique to play like in the adventure era, then I believe everything will pay off really well and it'll help Sonic's reputation to grow and escape from the bottom of the barrel. But in the end of the day, these are all my opinions. I would like to know in the comments what gameplay style you would like to see in the next mainline Sonic game. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video, and leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more discussions and streams. Peace everybody.